to fulfill their aims, to realize their ideals. What their aims were? There were the two aims of these nationalists. One, to unite a country if the country is not united, and then to establish democracy. Means overall, to bring the nation state, to make the concept of a nation state. This was the main aim of the nationalists, and for that they always wanted the peoples to come together. That is what the nationalism. Unless you don't have the feeling of nationalism, you don't have the feeling of commitment in your nation, you cannot further the goal of nationalism. You cannot achieve anything at the nationwide. And in all these countries, so far what we have studied, that they were divided for many regions, divided into many groups. And that this division among the common mass were being taken as an advantage by those monarchy or the conservative forces who wanted to spread their empire all across the Europe. Now the goal, as per the goal, in order to understand better, take the example of German unification or Italian unification or Greek War of Independence. Everywhere what happened? Everywhere these countries were being divided and territories of these countries were under the powers of different forces, that is outside forces, whether it be France, Denmark or Austria in the case of Germany. In the case of Italy it was Austria, then who will say Austria, then Spain, that is Bourbon kings of Spain, the two kingdoms of Italy, Sicily, and that papal state. So that was also been divided into three parts. Greece had been under the part of the Ottoman Empire, which happened to be a Christian European country again. So that Ottoman Empire, the seat of power was Turkey. So everywhere these nationalists, who were called liberals, who were called nationalists, who were called freedom fighters, they wanted their countries to be free from the clutches of foreign powers. Once they wanted the freedom, or once they attained the freedom, they wanted the people's rule to be established. That is what the concept of political liberalism that we have studied. They wanted a representative government through parliament. They wanted a constitution. They wanted the equality of people before the law. They wanted the privileges based on birth needs to be abolished. These were all the wants and desires or aims and ambitions of these liberal nationalists. What are they? In a nutshell, these are all the democratic values. So they wanted the democratic values to be established, as well as they wanted their countries to be free. Now in the achievement of this freedom, you see, nationalism has not yet become imperialism. Imperialism is expanding the boundaries of your empire, and during that expansion, even you don't hesitate to attack over the smaller countries in order to, and to defeat them, to bring them under your control, that is to subjugate them. Okay? So what you want, here you see you were also going into the battlefield, but you went into the battlefield in order to take your territories back. You see, over the 7 years time, 3 wars were being fought between Prussia, France, Denmark and Austria, and in which Prussia became victorious in all these cases, completed the task of. So they went, Russian forces went into the battlefield, of course. The wars were being fought, no doubt. The attack were being done, no doubt. Okay, correct. But this attack was only purposed on getting back their territories. This attack was never purposed on taking their territories. Getting your territories back, not taking the territories of others. Imagine when the Prussian forces attacked over Austria, very easily they would have taken some territories of Austria also back. When you have ruled over my region, and today I am attacking over you and defeated you, then it is quite, I have every right to take back my territory first, and then because you are a defeated power, then I can take your territory also. Why not? Okay. The moment I started doing that, I became imperialist. I wanted to expand my. So you see, first of all, I need the support of my men. Why? I'm say, for example, I'm Prussia. I'm the king of Prussia, Kaiser William I. I am the chief minister of Prussia, Otto von Bismarck. And with the help of my Prussian army, with the help of my support of my men, that is nationalism. Okay. So once my people supported me, with all this support, I had attacked over Austria. So with all these intentions, I had attacked over Austria, but not wanting to take even an inch of Austria. You see, my men supported me. This nationalism was there. The people of Prussia thought Germany is our nation. That is what the result of nationalism. You started thinking what? That this particular nation belongs to you and you are the part of this nation. So anybody, if had taken an inch of your nation, is your enemy. So you have collectively raised an army. You stood collectively in order to attack over other countries with the intention of what? I am attacking over you. But I am attacking over you, rather we are attacking over you to take my things back, not to take an inch of yours, anything. The moment I had started taking their things, that is called imperialism. So later on in the 19th century, later half of the 19th century, some of the rulers, you see one ruler was there in 1870 in Prussia, his name was Kaiser William I. He also went into the battlefield with the intention of what? With the intention of taking back the territory of Germany from the clutches of Austria, say for example. But then now the rulers have started thinking differently. They thought, if the countrymen are with me, if they are filled with the feeling of patriotism, they are ready to make India big and India strong, then why not let me reflect the strength of India by attacking over other countries and taking back their territory. That is also an indicator of strength. But that is called imperialism. Okay? That when we wanted, we had used our nationalist feeling. Everybody, all countrymen has been with me. If India is today attacking over Pakistan, supposedly entire Indians are with them. If not entire, then majority, of course. If they are claiming that they are an Indian, they are supposed to be stand by or to be stood by the Indian government attacking over Pakistan. Now, Indian government means, in other words, Indian rulers. Okay. Now, if Indian ruler attacking over Pakistan to take back the territory of India from the clutches of Pakistan, for example, Pak occupied Kashmir, which Indian government is claiming that it is of India, but Pakistan has wrongfully occupied that one. For that purpose, if any military invasion is taking place on Pakistan, that is not imperialism. And for that one, if every entire Indian supporting the Indian government means we Indians are filled with the feeling of nationalism. It is India versus Pakistan. So being an Indian, we should support the Indian government irrespective of our differences. There may be possible that by political ideology you are following the political ideology of BJP, somebody is following the political ideology of Indian National Congress, somebody of some other party, but in the name of nation's integrity, all of us are currently standing by Narendra Modi, who is actually BJP leader. It is not a matter of political ideology, because we are now not acting as a follower of BJP or Congress or like that. When we are all a follower of India, means we are all nationalist. So that nationalism is very pure and ideal. What is ideology of nationalism? That I am happy with whatever I have. I will be, if drawn into the battlefield, only I will be going into the battlefield to defend myself, not to attack over others. Okay. So that is called nationalism in the pure sense earlier. But now onwards, what happened? When I have attacked over you and defeated you, then why not? That is what I am telling. You have taken my table, I have attacked over you to take my table back. But because I have attacked you, over you, because I have defeated you, presently I am in a more powerful position and a strong position than you, then why not taking your decks also back? It's a good opportunity. Okay, so take your decks, take their decks also. Likewise, because we have attacked and we have first of all freed ourselves from your control, and during the course of my freedom or our freedom, I have taken my table back, plus I wanted to take your decks also. If I started doing like that one, in order to expand my territory, that is what, then I am called imperial power. Okay, that is imperialism. Understood? Now, this exactly happened after 1871 in Balkan region, that example given. You see, up to 1871 is a very idealistic thing. 1870 Germany got unified, 71 Germany got unified, 1870 Italy got unified, 1832 Greece became independent. Up to this side, we were also attacking, but we were attacking only to take our territories back. Okay, so that nationalism was very ideal. We had inspired people to come together, and we had used their togetherness in order to take our territory back, in order to establish our state, a nation state. And then if somewhere the issues of monarchy or conservative versus liberalism, we got, so everything was connected to our development and prosperity. Nothing was being done upon you with the intention of taking everything from you. But then later on we became a little bit jealous and intolerant. Intolerant is what? When I was, this is a very thin line of difference. I am also very, strong presently. But today I am carrying my strength, using my strength only to fulfill our aim, only to undo the injustice done upon us. Whatever the injustices were done in the past, we wanted those injustices to be undone. We want everything to be in our favor. And for that one, we brought the people together, inspired the people together. That inspiration of bringing people together is nationalism. So in that sense, we have used nationalism to do that. But now we became, after 1871, we thought differently. The sense of revenge crept into my mind. Earlier was no revenge. ये चीज समझो, ताकत मैंने पहले भी इस्तेमाल किया, लड़ाइयाँ मैंने पहले भी लड़ी अपने लोगों की मदद से, इन लोगों को साथ लाया, इनके मन में राष्ट्रीयता की भावना भरी, और इन भावना की वजह से हम लोगों ने क्या किया, हमने उन पर अटैक किया, सिर्फ अपने लिए हुए खोए हुए टेरिटरीज को बैक करने के लिए। और जैसे ही हम लोगों ने बैक किया, उनको यूनिफाई किया, हम लोग नेशन स्टेट बन गए, खुश थे। तुम्हारी मदद से, हम लोगों की मदद से, इंडियंस की मदद से इंडिया आजाद हो। हराए भगाए सबको, इंग्लैंड को। लेकिन क्या मैंने या हम लोगों ने इंग्लैंड का कुछ लिया? नहीं। लेकिन अब थोड़ा सोचने लगे डिफरेंट यहाँ पर, कि जब ताकतवर हैं ही, जब मिल करके हैं ही, तो पीपल का ये जो अब मेरे प्रति जो मिलने वाली भावना है कि ये सर मेरे रूलर हैं, ये हमारा कंट्री है, तो मैंने तुम्हारे इस सेंटिमेंट को दूसरे ढंग से यूज किया कि देखो ये इन लोगों ने हम लोगों का भी टेरिटरी लिया था, पहले तो आज़ादी ले लेते हैं, और अब जब इसको हराए तो बदला भी लेते हैं, दूसरा का भी, उन लोग का भी ले, थोड़ा क्यों नहीं ले? तो हो गया ना, वांटिंग टू टेक रिवेंज बिकॉज यू डिड समथिंग रॉन्ग इन द पास्ट अगेंस्ट अस. Today we are in a powerful position, in a victorious winner's position on the winner's seat. So we will also use the same thing in order to take the revenge and do the same thing what you have done upon us from back. ये हो गया अपना एरिया को फैलाना. इंडिया को खाली इंडिया भर मत लो, हरा ही दिए हो तो पाकिस्तान का भी टेरिटरी ले लो, पाक ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर तो ले लो, इस्लामाबाद भी ले लो, कराची भी ले लो, सब चीज ले लिए. Then what happened? A big country attacked over Pakistan, that is smaller country, to defeat and to subjugate, means taking under its control. And अगर ऐसा सोचने लगे then we were imperial power. तब हम लोगों ने क्या किया? सब भारतीयों को अपील किया, चलो भारत वर्सेस पाकिस्तान, ये देश की इज्जत का सवाल है. सभी देशवासी खड़े हो गए, that is nationalism. बट सभी देशवासी आज खड़े हो गए कि भारत का, कश्मीर का, कारगिल का एक पोर्शन 1 इंच नहीं देंगे. उसके लिए तैयार हो गए हम लोग. That is what we were all bringing with the spirit of nationalism, and the government has used this nationalist spirit in order to show our strength to our enemies that okay, you better you stay away from us. अगर कुछ हमारे टेरिटरी में मेरी पावर, मेरी सोवरेनिटी को चैलेंज किया तो नहीं छोड़ेंगे. ठीक है. लेकिन जब नहीं छोड़ेंगे वाला बात है और देखें कि अब हरा भी दिए, तब हम सोचे कि चलो इसका भी ले लेते हैं. जब छोड़े नहीं तो हम अगर ऐसा सोचने लगे तब हो गया इंपीरियलिज्म. ठीक है. जो हो गया था, अब कौन बताएगा मेरे को कि जैसे सपोज करो ये जो बाल्कन रीजन था, बाल्कन रीजन किसको कहते थे? जिसमें बहुत सारे मॉडर्न डेज कंट्रीज थे, जैसे ग्रीस था, मैसिडोनिया था, फिर रोमानिया था, बुल्गारिया था. इस तरह से बहुत सारे एशिया के भी कंट्री थे और मैक्सिमम यूरोप के कंट्री थे. और इसका एक बहुत बड़ा पार्ट टर्की के ऑटोमन एम्पायर के हाथ में था, कंट्रोल में था. चाहे वो जैसे ग्रीस वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस हम लोगों ने पढ़ा ना, ऑटोमन एम्पायर, तो ग्रीस वाला सब, अब देखो क्या हो रहा है. ग्रीस वाला सब 1832 में भी अटैक किया, लड़ाई लड़ा, बाद में ऑटोमन एम्पायर को समझौता करना पड़ा. कहाँ पे? ट्रीटी ऑफ कॉन्स्टेंटाइनोपल जिसको कहते हैं, करेक्ट. और उसके बाद ग्रीस बिकेम इंडिपेंडेंट. यानी एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इन 1832 ग्रीस वाज इन अ स्ट्रांग पोजीशन, सपोर्टेड बाय अदर क्रिश्चियन कंट्रीज दैट सपोर्ट कि भाई हमारा लोग है. तो दैट इज अ सेंस ऑफ कॉमन बिलोंगिंग. व्हाट इज दैट कॉमन फैक्टर, और व्हाट वाज दैट कॉमन फैक्टर? Christianity, correct. So that common factor brought the people of Greece plus people of England also together. So any such thing is actually called nationalism. Okay. So that sense of collective belonging may have been very effectively and positively used in order to take back the territory from Ottoman Empire, which was a Muslim empire. Okay. यहाँ तक तो ठीक था. लेकिन अब हम सोचे कि नहीं, जब ले ही ले रहे हैं तो ये तो पूरा का पूरा अभी क्या है कि पूरा का पूरा बाल्कन कहला रहा है, जिसमें मैसिडोनिया भी है, ग्रीस भी है, सब लोग हैं. तो जब हम आज़ाद हो ही गए तो थोड़ा सा इसका भी ले लें, थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाए. अब जब अभी तो देख नहीं रहा, अभी तो सब इसी के अंदर में था जिसको हम लोग बाल्कन कहते थे. अब ना जब अलग होंगे तो ग्रीस कहेंगे, लेकिन ग्रीस जब इस ब्रैकेट के अंदर था तो क्या कहला रहा था? बाल्कन. यानी वो ब्रैकेट क्या था? ऑटोमन एम्पायर. जब ऑटोमन एम्पायर के अंदर थे हम लोग तो बाल्कन कहलाते थे. जब अलग होने जाने लगे, जब इंडिपेंडेंस का आने लगा, तो हम सोचे कि अभी तक क्या हो रहा था, हम अपना इंडिपेंडेंस लेंगे, तुमसे कोई मतलब नहीं है, तो तुम जाओ, अगर लड़ना पड़ा तो लड़ेंगे, बट देन आई विल टेक माय टेरिटरी बैक. लेकिन अब सोच रहे हैं जब ले ही लिया अपना इंडिपेंडेंस तो इसका भी ले लें. ये भी सोच रहा है इसका भी ले लें, और आपस में क्या होने लगा? ये टेंशन होने लगा, जिसको हम लोग बाल्कन क्राइसिस भी कहते हैं. चूंकि इस रीजन में टेंशन हुआ, इसको बाल्कन क्राइसिस कहते हैं. आपस में बहुत सारी लड़ाइयां लड़ने लगी, सब एक दूसरे से लड़ने लगा. अब अभी तो पहले तो सब लोग मैक्सिमम लोग लड़ रहा था, एक आदमी वो ऑटोमन से लड़ रहा था, लेकिन जैसे ही ऑटोमन से अपना आजादी हुआ फिर तुमरा भी लेने लगा कि ये भी मेरा ही था सर, तो तुम भी रोकेगा ना, तो तुम भी रोकने लगा तो तुम भी उसमें इंटर कर गया। एज अ रिजल्ट अ सीरीज ऑफ वॉर स्टार्टेड बीइंग फाउंड, कि हम तो अपना टेबल ले लिए तब तक तुम चुप था, तुमसे डेस्क लिए तब तक चुप था, लेकिन जब इसका डेस्क लेने लगे थे बोला ये तो मेरा है सर, आप क्यों ले रहे हैं, ये भी लोग भिड़ गया तो हम भी भिड़ गए। और इसमें तीसरा जो बड़ा बड़ा पावर था वो लोग भी आ गया कि जब इतना डेस्क बैंक टेरिटरी हो ही रहा है तो थोड़ा हम भी ले लें, मोर टेरिटरी फॉर द बिग पावर्स विच वॉट, मोर रिसोर्सेज, मोर मार्केट, मोर पावर, ये सब चीज होगा ना। तो एज अ रिजल्ट दे ऑल्सो इंटर्ड लाइक रशिया, लाइक ऑस्ट्रिया, लाइक ब्रिटेन, और ये पूरा का पूरा दुनिया फिर दो भागों में डिवाइडेड हो गया, अ सीरीज ऑफ वॉर, सो दैट बिकेम वन ऑफ द रीजन्स ऑफ फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर। इसी को हम लोग बात करते हैं। तो नेशनलिज्म का भावना को लेकर के हम लोगों ने इम्पेरियलिज्म के फीलिंग को फर्दर कर